carry on.
Yeah, about healthcare.
No, we were talking about healthcare, and you know, I'm a conservative. I get told by liberals a lot of the time, you don't care about people's health care. You don't care about this because you don't like this Affordable Care Act, which was unaffordable for many. And that's part of the problem, because when you have that rhetoric, if we're sitting here having a discussion and I say, you don't care about people's health care, or you say that to me, I'm shutting down the debate from second one.
Has anybody said that to you?
No, well, no, she said Republicans don't care about health care. And I know
people who are running the show right now.
Look, you have 4 Republicans.
Are you in favor of repealing it with no replacement?
I'm in favor of repealing this because it was bad for many people. I think they should have had a replacement. I think they should have been ready to roll. They had time since Hillary was crafting Hillary Care to have something on the table.
If you're in favor of just repealing it, then 22 million Americans are going to lose their health care.
Okay, here's the thing, though.
And I got to tell you, people are going to say you don't care about that.
Some of those people who are going to lose their health care are people who didn't want health insurance and were forced to either pay that tax or have health care under Obamacare and didn't want it.
But not all.
So all I'm saying,
wait a second. All right, can I just say something?
Right, go ahead.
This is the philosophical problem we're having, because I believe that health care is a right that people should have, and you don't.
I do too.
So when you have that philosophical difference, it makes you mad when you hear them say, in the Republican elite right now, I'm not talking about regular people, there are people all over the place who are Republicans, the people who are running the show right now, they seem to want to take money out of Medicaid so that they can give tax breaks for very wealthy people. That happens to be a fact. You may not want to accept that, but our philosophy is different.
But that's not Republican. I have Republicans here. I have 4 of them that voted against this bill. Rand Paul, who, by the way, I wrote in for president, is a Republican. He has been battling this bill because it subsidizes insurance companies on the backs of Americans. He is a Republican. There are Republicans fighting for better health care for Americans, but they want the free market to do it, and they're offering solutions. He came up with a plan.
The free market doesn't work in this instance. Taking away Medicaid harms the poorest of us all. What happened to being your brother's keeper?
No one wants to. The government is not your brother's keeper.
I am my brother's keeper. Then let me pay my fair share.
You're paying it. You are paying it. You're paying it. You are paying your fair share. No one is saying that.
Here's a statistic. Australia, which guarantees health care to its citizens, has a death rate 50% lower than America's. Why are Australians luckier than we are?
All I'm saying to you is that if we can set an example, we, sitting right here, can set an example to have an open mind about this debate and not say all liberals, all Democrats, all this, these people don't care about your taxes. There are good people on both sides of the aisle that are coming at this debate from a different ideological perspective, but many of them want what's best for their children, their grandchildren, their parents, and whatnot. So it drives me crazy, because how can we solve anything if we can't have that discussion start from there?
We have a philosophical difference.
And there's also this part that we're not talking about. You know, a lot of those people who don't want health care are not going to want it until they need it, and then I'm going to have to pay for it. So for me, I just feel like if we all have it, if you don't need it, you don't have to use it. But see, to me, I want, you know how I feel about the insurance companies. Yes. I pay a lot of money in insurance, and I'm a healthy cow.
Yes.
Okay, I'm a healthy cow. I want my money back.
I agree.
If I don't get sick, I want some return. But why isn't anyone saying, hey, let's take a look at this? Because there are a lot of healthy people. A lot of people don't want this. But if you want it, you know, you're going to want to jump to get it, because you're not going to have any money. So I don't know if it's all everybody or all this, but it is easier for people to have conversations about Democrats and Republicans where you then can say, you know, I know a lot of Republicans who don't feel like that. Right. I don't think there's any way for us to reteach ourselves to say, you know, some Republicans, some Democrats, because when we're talking, it doesn't happen.
Thank you.
But I just want to make sure that
the people who are in charge right now, the Democrats have no power in all of this. So who else are we talking about?
But they did have power for a long time, and it would have been,
the right thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
It took. I mean,
we'll be right back.